So you want to spend a week's vacation in the glorious city of Dubai. Be prepared to drop some cash because it might not be as cheap as you'd think. So where do you stay when you're in Dubai? Well, the city has some of the nicest and worst accommodations in the area. As far as the nicest goes, the Palazzo Versace is the finest accommodation in the entire city. One night in the hotel can go for well over $2,000. That's not bad for the kind of hotel that looks like it's out of another century. This is the kind of hotel royalty would expect to stay in. Of course, if you're looking for the absolute worst the city has to offer, look no further than the Sun and Sands Hotel. This is widely regarded as the lowest of the low, even if it is only $62 a night. Dirty accommodations, terrible service, and a bad location have all evidently threatened more than one vacation over the years. Trust me, nothing ruins a trip quite like a bad hotel. Of course, if you want to do even cheaper than that, there's always a hostel. Dubai backpackers only charge like $26 a night. While hostels can be a risky proposition since you're putting a lot of faith in perfect strangers, Dubai was listed as one of the safest cities in the world. Might be worth a shot. Dubai is also a city world-renowned for its food. There are all sorts of options, from 5-star dining experiences to interesting street food. As far as the 5-star dining goes, the finest in the city is supposed to be La Cantine du Faubourg. It is an authentic French restaurant that offers incredible things like Wagyu caviar for hundreds of bucks a plate, not to mention the unbeatable ambiance. Well, unbeatable unless you actually went to Paris, I guess. If what you're looking for is a truly unique experience you'll never forget, look no further than Dinner in the Sky. It is a one-of-a-kind dining experience where you and your fellow diners will be suspended over 160 feet in the air. A crane hoists you all the way into the air where you are then treated to one of the finest meals the city has to offer. Getting a meal here costs over $200. They're definitely not scared of a dine and dash situation here. Of course, some travelers just value consistency. For that, McDonald's is usually the place to go because they have consistent locations all over the world with a similar menu and similar prices. In Dubai, you can get things like a Chicken Mac and a McRoyale with cheese. That definitely won't make for an exciting story from when you get back, but for some, adventure can be a lot smaller than eating suspended hundreds of feet into the air. Dubai features a ton of one-of-a-kind experiences that no trip to the famous city would be complete without. As far as swimming opportunity goes, you've got the highest and lowest pools in the world. For starters, there's the legendary Aura Sky Pool. It's a 360-degree infinity pool perched 200 meters atop the Palm Tower. From there, you get an unbelievable view of the entire city, one that costs only around $40. Then there's the deepest pool in the city. Deep Dive Dubai is a pool that features a deep underwater city for avid divers to explore. Avid divers only, because you have to have a certificate to explore 60 meters below for just over $300. Still though, this looks like one of the top 5 coolest things to do in a city with nothing but amazing things to do. If you want to fly through the city, Dubai has several different ways to do just that. For starters, it has an extensive zip line called X-Line Dubai, which sends you through the skyline at speeds of over 50 miles per hour. This will cost you just over $170. Then there's the skydiving option, which will have you fly out on a plane towards one of the greatest desert vistas ever seen. This will cost you well over $400, $410 if you want a parachute. Of course, if you want to fly the old school way, there are several services in Dubai that will take you up in a hot air balloon for just a few $100. Basically, if you've got cash, there are as many ways as you want to hurl yourself through the air in this city. The one thing that you really wouldn't expect to find in Dubai is skiing. Yet if there's anything you can count on in this world, it's that Dubai will always surprise you. you. Ski Dubai is a cool indoor skiing experience for a very affordable price. For just over $100 you get a full, unforgettable experience. It features several different slopes that you can get lifted to and fly down just like you're on a snowy mountain in Colorado. The service also includes a once-in-a-lifetime chance to meet a penguin. You heard me, meet a penguin, not just see one in a zoo. You can actually get up close and personal with a penguin and take a one-of-a-kind picture. Literally, no one would ever believe you met a frickin' penguin in Dubai without photographic evidence. Get the picture. While skiing in Dubai is relatively new, there's one attraction that's been going on in the city for quite a long time. That would be camel racing. This intense sport that's been called the NASCAR of the desert offers big prizes that total over $20 million. Of course, if you want to try it for yourself, Dubai offers that for newbies too. A proper camel safari in the desert can run you upwards of $170. I doubt they'll let you race them though. The city has even more, ranging from month-long shopping festivals to rentable Formula One cars for the day. Pretty much, if you can imagine it, someone in Dubai is probably doing it. Dubai may not have its very own Disney World, not yet anyway, but that doesn't mean the city doesn't feature some incredible Disney World style theme park entertainment that is designed to drain that bank account. IMG World Theme Park is probably the most notable of their Disney style attractions. It is the largest indoor theme park, but that doesn't mean it isn't as cool or doesn't feature as much to do as one of its outdoor counterparts. In fact, IMG isn't lacking in licensed characters either. They have massive Marvel and Cartoon Network areas with incredible themed roller coasters, movie-ready restaurants, and most importantly, overpriced gift stores. In order to get inside, it will probably cost around $96 a person. Seeing as Disney tickets are nearly $110 a person, this is a pretty great price. Then there's the Bollywood Park, Dubai. The park is actually the first and only to ever be centered around Bollywood culture. This one is a lot less Disney World, as it is its own thing with some of the best roller coasters and attractions the world has to offer. Even though this park doesn't have as many superheroes and classic cartoon characters, it still costs roughly around the same price of around $100 per person. Of course, probably the best time anyone has ever had in Dubai came when Tom Cruise was filming that scene in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. You know, the one where he's literally climbing on the side of the tallest skyscraper in the world. It turns out that this was not only one of the most dangerous stunts ever made, but possibly one of the most expensive. You see, this legendary moment became a real problem for the film. While the first plan was to create a fake version of the skyscraper for Cruise to film against with a green screen, Cruise being Cruise, pushed for wanting to use the real deal. Eventually, a very pricey agreement had to be made with the owners of the building. This was said to be the most expensive stunt in a movie with a budget of $145 million. Chances are they spent at least several million getting permission to use the skyscraper for Cruise's insane stunt. They were only given 1 day for filming too, so all of those falls and crazy moments, yeah, most of those are the one and only take of the day. So if you want to climb the Burj Khalifa, all you'll need is several millions of dollars, your own Hollywood movie, and the kind of clout Tom Cruise has to get whatever he wants. No biggie. Honestly, I'm kind of upset the building doesn't offer so much as one climbing service. It's almost like they don't want complete strangers hanging off of their incredibly expensive building. The nerve of some people. For the most part, it looks like travelers spend somewhere in the neighborhood of $4,000 to $5,000 in the city. Just the price of a flight alone accounts for a great deal of that. There are plenty of flights non-stop to Dubai from several American hubs. Those flights tend to go from around $1,400 to just shy of $2,000. This is actually a pretty good price because even flights much closer to Dubai, such as Abu Dhabi, still cost around $500. Of course, if you're a luxury traveler, 5-star accommodations and the best that Dubai has to offer is said to come in with a price tag of roughly $9,000. Then it also depends on what time of year you decided to go. Evidently, the absolute cheapest time to go is right at the beginning of November, so Thanksgiving in Dubai would be a great option. Before the pandemic, they were pulling in nearly $17 million a year in tourism alone. It's really not surprising. Dubai is one of the fastest growing cities in the world, so you might want to book your trip now while you still can.